Good day, night, evening, whatever time may be, ladies and gentlemen. This is Darth Chain. Hopefully you all are having a good one. Today we're bringing you the final path of Caudecus' Manor. And this one is dealing with a missing butler from the party. And we actually find a slave ring near the end. So let's get into it. The path is somewhat interesting. You run around through the outside a little bit, run through the basement, and then you wind up very far north of this area, or of the dungeon area. But first and foremost, we have our stack spot right here, and Jonah here is going to pull the enemies. Now there's a couple of the enemies right here, and then there is the boss, Sure Shot Seamus. And we're going to take him down fairly quickly. Again, your AoE is going to be pretty good right here. If you're wielding a great sword, again, you're going to have all the enemies clumped up together, so all your swings should hit properly. And now we're going to take down Seamus fairly quickly. He's not too bad of a fight. As you can see, he does do some knockbacks, but again, you really aren't going to have to worry about it too much. Just keep the break bar down and keep on hitting him, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing really intricate about this boss. He's just a DPS check, I guess. Not even that. So now that we beat that, I'm going to get rid of my minions, and we are actually going to stealth in here. There are a ton of enemies that do pulls, stuns, and knockbacks in this next area. And that's probably the one thing I don't like about this dungeon, is just how tight it is with how many enemies have stuns, knockbacks, and all that other stuff. But other than that, it's a fun dungeon. So we got our stealth. We're going to run through here. As you can see, there's enemies there and there. And on that first round of enemies, they have turrets, which will stun lock you. So it can be annoying. So now we get to the rocket turret, and you're going to want to pick up one of the guns from the barrels just in the room outside. And what they do is you get skills 1 through 5, and it's a reflect. It's pretty much a reflect. And it is the only way to take down these rocket turrets. Well, the quickest way to take down these rocket turrets is to wait for one to shoot, and then you click your skill, you send the rocket back and blow it up. So we're going to go through this a couple times. This does take a very long time to get through, unfortunately. Sometimes the game just does not like reflecting the proper rocket. As you can see, we got wall reflection up. I'm not too sure if that really works. But if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I downed a couple times, and when you down, you lose your guns. So you have to run back and get another one. So here is the last rocket, and we're going to take it down. Now, when you take down the last turret, you're going to stack up here by the door again, because there is another boss inside this room. So legendary spell there is pulling the enemies. They're going to pull them all the way back here, and we are going to take them down fairly quickly. With this path, you're going to face a centaur final boss, and he's very easy to face. There's really no interesting attack patterns with him. But there you go, there's Waylon, who is going to be the little boss of this area. Again, he's not too hard to take down. Bring a little bit of Condi Cleanse with you, or Condi Transfer, because he does put vulnerability onto you. So if you have a Condi Transfer on you, that's cool to use, but let's speed this up. That shattered char that was sitting there was creepy. So now we're going to rush in and take down all of the ads. We're going to get our chest. And over here on the left, you can see all these spike traps. You can run up here up top and run on the side. They do hurt a little bit, but they're not going to kill you per se. Still try to avoid them if you can. And you just want to kill this group, and I think one more group after this. And then you're going to want to get your stealth back. The stealth will get you around a gigantic cluster of enemies. So I missed our run, and I actually die right here. But you're supposed to just run with your group right past that portion. So they ran back with me because we didn't kill the first group of enemies. So she's going to Shadow Refuge us here in a second. And we're just going to run. We probably could have ran again right here, but we just didn't. We waited. So there's a Shadow Refugee, or the Refuge. And you're going to jump up and just run along up here. And usually, as soon as you get in here, you're just going to jump down into here. And you're going to have someone grab the enemies from outside, and you're just going to take them down. And of course, seeing as I'm a minion master, I am fiddling with my inventory instead. So again, here you're just going to aggro the first group while stacking aside this rock here. And then we are going to Shadow Refuge again, to run through another gigantic blob of enemies. Like I said, this is probably the one dungeon I don't like because of how many blobs of enemies they put in such a tight space. So as you see, that would be a pain in the butt to deal with, even slowly. So if you have a stealth class, it's perfect. Mesmers, thieves, people will love you, trust me. So we're just going to run past all that, and we're going to run over into the water over here. Now the water you can't swim in, so if you jump from too high, you will take a little bit of damage. So someone grabbed a lot of the adds that we were supposed to face in the boss fight over here. We're going to take as many of them down as we can, and there's still a couple left over up there. So now we're going to run up and we're going to take them down, and then we're going to turn around and focus our attention on the boss. And as I said, the boss is that centaur over there, and he was trying to take a bunch of humans as slaves, and we are going to put a stop to it. So with this boss, you want to use melee weapons or anything that's not a projectile. So I'm actually going to stick with my scepter focus here, because then he won't be reflecting my shots like with Nevermore. And then we're just going to take him down. As you can see, this boss drops quickly. It's not too hard of a fight. You can get it done pretty quickly. He does do bleeds and burns, and he has a little bit of an AoE attack, but as long as you stack together and have a little bit of a heal, you will be fine in this fight. Nothing too much to worry about. So there he goes. We have people switching their tunes to get the XP. And the boss is dead. So there's one more cutscene that plays at the end, and you're good. So I do want to thank these people up on screen right now. They helped me with Path 2 as well. And other than that, we will be going on to Twilight Arbor on Monday. Now, look forward to a quick video possibly tomorrow. I'm not too sure. It may come out later on today. It depends on when I get home from work and actually do it. I'm going to have to add a little bit of a caveat to this dungeon guide, because there are some dungeon paths I just don't know and I do not run. So I may ask for some help if other people want to maybe upload some videos for me, but we'll see from there. Other than that, I do hope you guys take care, and we'll see you in the next one.